Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about the fight that's I think it's in the works and it might happen. Uh, Canelo Alvarez versus Sergey Kovalev. And this I want to it's been said on certain platforms that what I'm saying he's Canelo Alvarez is fighting what um not somewhat of a good version of Sugar Kovalev. He's on the downside of his life a little bit in a sense. In when it comes to boxing, I would say, and I will agree with that to a certain extent, right? But at the same time, Canelo, this is not going to be an easy fight. Sergey Kovalev is not going to go down. It's not going to get in the ring and lay down. It's just what I'm saying. It's just not like that. I don't know he ever been a fighter like that, right? He only has 3 losses. I think he has 2. I think he has 2 or 3 losses if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he has 3 losses and 2 of them came by knockout, right? But the thing about it is because he lost against Ward 2 times, and he lost against Alvarez, the Colombian fighter that knocked TKO him. So, but those are still good fights at the same time. Kovalev is not young, of course. He's been exposed at the same time. But like I say, it's still ain't gonna be a tough fight still for Canelo Alvarez to beat Kovalev. Everybody say he's gonna go to the body, which he might just do, and stuff like that. And even if he do, I mean, you gotta attack somebody's weakness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kovalev did take the fight. Of course, it was a lot of money. I think it was $10 million. I mean, I think it's $10 million it's offered to him or something like that. This is the biggest payday he ever got. He's getting. So he definitely is going to take it, right? Excuse me. But the thing about it, he's a light heavyweight, and he's got people on his resume like Andre Ward and he fought Andre Ward. He beat Bernard Hopkins. I mean, Bernard Hopkins was past his prime, but he got the win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how much credit can you give him? That's up to y'all, right? But and he beat Anthony Yard, a young prospect. Everybody say he probably was a little green. Not a little green, but much. He was green. You know what I'm saying? But he took the fight anyway. He was young. He almost got Kovalev out, but Kovalev, his experience and what he been through, this fighting period in boxing, he just he overcame and then he wanted Canelo Alvarez. That's what he did. I know he definitely wanted that. Then it was a bigger payday, and he was in front of his home crowd too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know his home crowd, any home crowd, they really can't do too much for you, but at the same time, psychologically wise, you don't want to look bad in your home or in your own backyard. You see what I'm saying? So it does a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It helps you just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Unease and stuff like that. So I mean, be easy and stuff. I mean, your mind being not think about the negative, think about so much about the positive, and at the same time, any fighter, it don't matter who you are. But getting back to Canelo Alvarez fighting Sergey Kovalev, like I say, it's going to be an interesting fight. I don't think somebody's going to get knocked out get knocked down or going to get knocked out in the first or second or third or fourth round. It might be in the middle or the late rounds, right? You know what I'm saying? But Sergey Kovalev can beat Canelo Alvarez. Can he knock him out? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, anybody can be knocked down. I would definitely say that. But Canelo Alvarez haven't been knocked down, and he haven't been knocked out. He just lost against Floyd Mayweather. And a couple other fights between other opponents that Canelo fought. Laura, which I thought he lost that fight. Austin Trout, I think Canelo won that fight because he did get a knockdown, right? The two Triple G fights, they could go both ways at the same time. And the second one, he stood his ground, right? And I think that kind of swayed the judges to give him the fight. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, it could have been back. It could have been Triple G could have won that fight. You know, what I'm saying it was back and forth. That tells you Triple G is not a easier opponent himself. He might be on the. He's getting older, just like Sergey Kovalev. But you know, one thing is, a lot of people say that Canelo is gonna. They don't think it's gonna go 12. It might not go 12. You know, Kovalev might be. I mean, Sergey Kovalev might be the winner. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But I know Canelo Alvarez do have more experience than Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde was coming from a lot of lack of experience and not having the opponents or even a couple of opponents on his name that we know of. It was a lot of young opponents or people who's past their prime, right? That Anthony Yarde beat, right? But he's gonna learn from that. But Canelo Alvarez, he's 5'8". He's got a 70-inch reach. Kovalev 6 foot and got a 72.5-inch reach. You see what I'm saying? He's 36 years old. Canelo Alvarez is 29 years old, of course. But at the same time, man, I will say if Canelo Alvarez beat Sergey Kovalev, I would definitely say I would put him pound number one. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford's Terrence Crawford's my pound number one. But if Canelo Alvarez beat Kovalev, because it's not going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to say this. This depends on how he beat Kovalev. Now, if he knock him down, knock him out, or let's say he knock him down a couple or 3 times, you know, or knock him out. His pound number one to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a close fight, then I gotta let him. Then I'm gonna say. Then I'm gonna have to really think about that. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kovalev, it's not gonna be an easy fight, but it's the way you fight him. You know, it don't matter who you are. Just like I'm gonna make a video about Earl Spence versus Sean Porter. It's gonna be somewhat. I mean, y'all see it, and you know what I'm saying. So, but at the same time, it depends on how he beat Kovalev. If it's going to a judges at the same time and it's almost tight, back and forth, then I gotta really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that it's gonna be easy for Kovalev either. You know, Canelo, you know, he's still young. I mean, Canelo do have a stamina problem, and he moves to his own pace. And at the same time, he don't use his legs or feet that much when he really needs to do it. At the same time, as in he'll move around, move his head and stuff. Like his upper body is really great. Lower body is. His legs are still in cement. You know what I'm saying? So he's flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, this is really going to be a really interesting fight. I can't wait to see it. And if Kovalev beat him, then it's going to be like, well, he beat a fighter that coming up on weight. You know what I'm saying? But I would say that shit. If Kovalev beat Canelo Alvarez, he'll be the face of boxing. Everybody's not talking about that. If he beat, this is just like Mikey Garcia beat going up to fighting Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. did get some credit for beating Mikey Garcia, and y'all should give some credit to if Sergey Kovalev beating Canelo Alvarez too. Nobody's not talking about that. If he beat a 29-year-old Canelo Alvarez who beat Daniel Jacobs and Triple G in the second fight, and he beat Shane Mosley, which Shane Mosley passed his prime, and Miguel Cotto. You know, which he was past his prime too, and he got the win over Laura and Austin Trout. I mean, you got to give him credit. He should be pound for pound. I mean, I don't know about pound number one. Maybe that's something to talk about. I mean, pound number. They should swap. You see what I'm saying? Like if you got Canelo at number 2, number 3, that means Kovalev should be number 2, number 3. You see what I'm saying? So, or should he should be the next cash cow? You see what I'm saying? So, it don't matter how old he is, he beat the cash cow. Like Canelo Alvarez didn't beat the cash cow. He got the cash cow status by default because he lost against Floyd Mayweather, and then on top of that, he lost against Floyd Mayweather in a bad way. Even though he didn't get knocked out, he lost all the rounds by what I see. My opinion, he got lost all those rounds. He got dominated. He should have won at least 3 or 4 rounds. At least make it a fight. But that's just me though, right? and or it might not just be me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, man, what y'all think about what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's going to be an interesting fight, or do you think it's not going to be an interesting fight? Who you think? Do you think Canelo Alvarez is going to win? Do you think Sergey Kovalev is going to win? Do you think that if Canelo Alvarez beat Sergey Kovalev, would that move him up to pound number one? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have him number one already, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to the people. I'm talking to the people who don't have him pound number one already, or is it a way? Or is it a way? How he beat Sergey Kovalev at the same time? Because a lot of people say he's gonna knock out Kovalev. He's gonna TKO him, right? That's something to see, right? But it's not gonna be easy to fight for both of these fighters. Then on the other hand, do you think Sergey Kovalev, if he beat Canelo Alvarez, do you think he should be pound number 2 or 3? It depends on where you got Canelo Alvarez. Should he swipe or do this make him do this make him the cash cow? You see what I'm saying? So what do y'all do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JD from Above Below the Belt. All right, bye.